Oh my God. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. You have Kenny, you have Carlil, you have Bamba. There is a three-headed goat on the loose, and they are about to come to you
You got
live
sports,
on the same
you got
convo. I
anime,
repeat,
you
this
got
is not
media,
a
you got
drill. They are about
entertainment.
to come to you live on
The
the
same
same
convo, baby. Tap in. Okay, now it's time to conversate. Same convo on your airwaves. Bamba came to entertain and Kenny talking anime. Carla coming with the sports, they changing lives in major ways. You was tweaking out if TAC ain't on your playlist. If you come and listen, then you listen to the best. They not worried about the others, cause they better than the rest. Kenny, Carla, bomb, but they put the others to the test. New episode flow, now tap in to see what is next.
Welcome back. This is the same convo with the same host, Kenny, Carlil, and Bamba. And this is season 4 in 2024. You feel me? Before we get into the topic, I know one thing about the new year, a lot of people like to make resolutions, what they want to do better this year to make them a better person, have a better lifestyle, have a healthier lifestyle. So I just want to ask y'all, man, did y'all set any resolutions for yourselves, or y'all not really resolution people?
I did.
Okay, Kenny, what's your resolution for the
I
2020?
think my biggest resolution, I got to get back in the gym. Like, people always say once you start working consistently, you're going to start putting on weight. But look at my face. Look at my cheeks.
No week.
You can see it in my face that I'm starting to gain a little weight. Like,
I really can't. But
I can see it.
That's what I'm saying.
And then it's like,
let me see.
Relax. And then for me, it's like I used to be like a real fit guy. I had like an 8-pack and all that type of stuff. Now it's like when I'm going down the stairs, my stomach be jiggling.
That's how you. What's the name?
Bro.
Have you gotten the mini handles yet? You got the
Bruh.
mini. That's when you able to tell for real. When you get the mini handles, you know it's coming. Like
It's the point where you're in doubt, but it's the point where it's very
facts. Because you in doubt because they small, so you still in the mirror like, oh, I'm that
like,
nigga.
oh, nah, man.
I said my metabolism.
Can I grab it?
Facts, but then over time they start growing.
That's a life of every athlete that didn't make it. Us.
I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to work out. Like y'all know my schedule. I'm literally in the office at or a little bit before 8. I'll work until it's done. It's no 9 to 5, no 8 to 6. It's until it's done. So if that means I'm up till midnight, 3 a.m. or whatever it is to get it done, I'm up.
And that's the thing.
When do I go to the gym?
Also, this is the time too to remember that you are not sleeping as you used to. You're not eating as you used to. You get the chance to catch up to those things eventually.
Facts. You're gonna have to sacrifice something. It might be sleep.
Carly, I only got 4 hours last night.
Look, and it's 10:39, and I'm trying. And you talking about going back to work?
I have more work to do.
Yeah, I'm trying. We're gonna get you out of here as soon as possible.
Hey, y'all hear that? This man just got off work, came to record, and is going back to work. So y'all make sure y'all fucking tap that motherfucking screen, man.
Tap the screen, subscribe, man. We trying to go places, man. Come on, we trying to quit our day jobs.
I actually do love my job, though.
I was about to say, well, Kenny can't quit his job because when we do get big, we need a lawyer. So
we need that.
There's that. But okay, Bamba, what's your resolution for 2024 if you made it?
Man, it's not just my resolution for 24. It's been my resolution for a minute. It's burn the boat. Burn the motherfucking boat. Go as hard as you can in life. Get the best that you can. And take every day, live it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Life is short. Niggas dying every day. And I feel like we don't keep that in mind. Life is really, really short.
Right. And I want people to understand when we say live your life to the fullest, your fullest doesn't have to be batshit crazy every day, all day. You could do your fullest relaxation. You can live your life to your fullest. You feel me? Like things that you enjoy. But like,
I'm working at the fullest right now. I'm currently working.
But that's part of it too, though. It's work now, playing hard.
Facts. I can't wait till Kenny and
we
we get all retired.
We playing real hard this weekend. I'm just gonna be exhausted.
What you
And
got
I
on?
told you Angel's birthday.
Oh shoot. Hey,
The cabin trip is
Happy
this weekend.
birthday, Angel.
facts.
Let me say Katt Williams.
But I'll say the resolution for me, I kind of mine's is on a smaller scale, because I have been getting back active a little bit, but getting back in the gym is definitely, something
I
that I'm
hate the
doing.
gym.
But my biggest one for me is, if, for people that don't know, I do smoke. Um, the biggest one for me was giving up backwoods. That
Should
that
have been
is
gave those up.
that is my resolution, and I'm sticking to it. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why? Why is it, Carla? Why is it hard? What's
Because
the appeal of backwoods? What is?
I don't
What
know.
is?
I don't know. And the thing is, nothing about, because I would get like Russian creams. Like Russian creams are pretty bland, so it's nothing about the taste or tobacco or anything like that. It's just rolling them. It's just the way that they roll. You feel me? Like
This nigga
I
said
don't
I
know.
just
It's
like
different,
rolling
bro.
it.
Like after you get used to like big woods, like fat woods, like I wish I could put it on camera, but I agreed to Kenny. I wouldn't put paraphernalia on camera when we started this. But you should see the skinny shit I rolled in a hemp wood today. That pissed me off. I said, the fuck is this? Like, so I'm working through it, but I'm gonna stick to it just because I want to live a healthier lifestyle. Now
Carla,
I
you don't
didn't
always
make
have to smoke a cigar, bro. It doesn't always have to be a cigar.
it does though, but not anymore. But so we're working towards that. It's like I said, I got raw papers, I got hemp woods. We're gonna see which one's better. We're gonna stick with it. And then go on the workout, and then I'm gonna try to eat healthier, but that means like not eating soul food as consistently as I do, or all the good shit I like to eat. So that one's
I felt that one.
that's not a resolution. That's something that I pray for every day to get better. So
Okay.
but glad we got to talk about resolutions. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm trying to get through it. But today's topic, we're gonna be talking about the Katt Williams interview that he had with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay. Now, this Katt Williams interview is doing numbers every day and is on the way. It's not yet, but it looks like it's on the way to becoming Shannon Sharpe's biggest interview of all time.
Oh,
What's his biggest right now? What's his
41
biggest right
million.
now?
It is a 41 million.
It's not Elon, it's somebody else. It's Elon, but it's somebody else who's not like a big name. Hold on.
But I think it is now though.
Oh my! I've never seen Shannon Sharpe's podcast blow up as much as it has
Shay,
this past
this
week.
one is the biggest. It's
like this
million.
one.
His biggest after that was, I think, Steve Harvey. He said 10 mil or something like that.
Yeah, it was Steve Harvey.
But this one lasted that motherfucker by like 31 million. That's crazy.
But
wait, Steve Harvey only. Oh, no, that's the 2023 list of his.
But with this, Shannon Sharpe was already the number one. Had the number one sports podcast of the year. So shout out to him. But let's talk about this Katt Williams interview, man. So it's been out for about a week now, and I'm pretty sure y'all have seen all the clips on social media if y'all haven't watched the full interview on YouTube. But what was y'all's first reactions, man? What was y'all first reactions? Did anything surprise y'all about anything that he said? Mama, go ahead. You go first this time.
This is what I'm going to say. At first, I was like, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. And when you hear one source attack so many people, you do have to take a moment to be like, is that really true? Is it really true? But then this man hopped on the internet and then ran a 447 on the basketball court. And I said, I believe you, sir. You got it. I thought you was lying, but you got it. But no, the internet, we got to appreciate the era that we are in today. Because anybody that has an interview and says something, niggas is going to check it. Niggas going to go find some tape. It doesn't matter if he was in the 90s or in the 60s. They're going to find them shits. Them shits going to be online. They said that somebody stole his joke. I saw videos of people saying the jokes. They said that niggas was jealous of Bernie Mac. The story does line up. We even saw Ice Cube come out. We saw a lot of people come out. And people that came out to speak against Katt Williams didn't really say anything that any of us on the internet would count. We didn't care. We're like, okay. Ludacris came with some bars. I was like, shit, you spitting.
He could have kept that. Nah, he could have kept that.
We don't care. So as far as I'm concerned, Katt spilled the beans. And there is a reason why it's doing the numbers that it is, because it seems like he was just speaking facts.
Kenny.
All I'm gonna say is, like Bamba said, the internet really brought the receipts after he made all those allegations. Like, it's been clips after clip after clip. Cedric the Entertainer was stealing jokes from TV shows. Steve Harvey was stealing jokes from people. I forgot the guy's name they stole a joke from. And there was a clip of him checking him at a comedy awards.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also the fact the Ricky Smiley thing, talking about how he was supposed to be his role. Then Ice Cube was like, no, that's not true. Like, the receipts were receipting. And then it was something he said that I wanted to talk about. It's in this age of the internet, even after all this came out and he talked about Kevin Hart, right? And like we said, all the receipts are coming out. I still have not seen an underground stand-up show of Kevin Hart. Nobody. There's clips, partial clips of Wilt Chamberlain playing basketball. Nobody got a clip at a Kevin Hart show before he got real big or before he started blowing up.
The smallest I've seen of him was on Shaq, literally on Shaq's show.
That's what I'm saying.
Which one is it? Which one is it, Carlo?
I don't know which one it is, but I was going to get to that point on my next question.
That's what I'm saying. Every comedian has an upcoming. We've seen Katt Williams before he got real big. We've seen Steve Harvey. We've seen the Kings of Comedy. We've seen Gary Owens before he became Gary Owens that everybody knows. Where's Kevin's?
All right. So I agree with you on most of the things that you said, on most of the things that both of y'all said. As far as, Katt Williams looks like he was speaking nothing but facts. He was speaking nothing but facts.
I don't know about the 3,000 books though. I'll say that.
Yeah, that part's crazy.
The 3,000 books, that's the one that killed me over. I'm glad somebody said it. But is there anything y'all think that he said about any comedian, entertainer, or whatever that was unfair?
That was unfair.
Unfair?
Do y'all think there was anything that was unfair, or just there? Like I said, everything seemed to be mostly facts, but y'all think there was anything that was unfair or far fetched in what he was talking about?
The only thing I would say was a bit unfair was how he kind of tried to discredit Kevin Hart's career a little bit. I think Kevin Hart's funny.
Yeah.
A lot of people think Kevin Hart's funny. Kevin Hart's probably the biggest comedian in the past 10 years.
Facts.
No, not even probably. He definitely is the biggest comedian of this decade.
But shit show.
So I think, in a sense, even though you might have some merit to what you have said about him, you cannot deny his ability to make people laugh.
But did he deny it though?
That's what I said. He downplayed his career a little bit. Like,
I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of times where he said like Kevin Hart's just not funny.
Yeah, he also mentioned like how he went down the route of pretty much like he only blew up because I was in jail. He only got big because I said no to the movies.
That's the part I guess I missed.
He was like 5 movies that Kevin Hart did came across my desk, and I said no because they was doing gay shit. And I was like, that might be true, but
in which Kevin Hart movie did you really see him doing gay shit?
I don't remember that.
No. I've seen a bunch. I saw the receipts was receipting.
I've seen a bunch. I've seen almost every Kevin Hart movie too. I don't remember now.
So what's the guy for Blackish? He used to be real fat. Now he lost weight. He's older. He's also kind of Anthony Anderson. So they were in the older movie. I think it's one of the older movies before they both became household names. They're in the shower together, kissing. There's the episode of they're in the shower together, and it's like they allude that they about to, And then there's the scene in Real Husbands of Hollywood when Shaq bends him over, and yeah.
Shaq helped this.
Shaq did that himself. Shaq did that himself. They actually talked about that.
Kevin Hart, he signed and said, yes, we can do that.
No, he didn't. I'm saying that wasn't in the script. That was all like he ended up doing that himself. That was not in the script.
Okay, and then there's a movie, I think him and The Rock kiss or something in one of the movies. I've seen clips.
They accidentally kiss, yeah.
They ain't never kissing no movie, dog.
They didn't accidentally kiss in what was the movie called? Where The Rock used to be fat as a kid and then was fit? The secret agent thingy?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Something intelligent.
Get Hard or not Get Hard.
No. Something intelligence.
Yeah. Central Intelligence.
Central Intelligence, yeah. Look. I've seen the clips. They're on Twitter. The receipts they're there.
Okay.
Look, I can't go based off of that. Look, all I'm gonna say is I do.
What you mean? It's evidence.
It's not evidence because you the first example you used was him and Anthony Anderson in the shower alluding to something before they became household names. Like that movie wasn't going to make him famous. That movie ain't put him on the map. So,
but I feel like what he's trying to say is that there's like a form of shaming that they have to go through, and that was the same thing with like Steve Harvey. Martin, like the basically being dressed as girls is not something that they chose, but something that they were being forced to do, and he just didn't want to be a part of that.
So all I'm gonna say is I believe his comments about everybody else were completely fair except for Kevin Hart. I don't think Kevin Hart got where he was because he did things that Katt Williams wouldn't do. I think Kevin Hart put him in a position, and Gilbert Arenas said it best when what's the name on his podcast. He said it best about Kevin Hart and how he got his success. Like, yes, Kevin Hart was successful and is bigger than you because he was willing to put in the work in certain things. He was willing to, while you were in jail, he was stepping up and saying yes to certain movie roles. And this is after he got big. So none of that gay shit that y'all talking about before, ain't seen him do no gay shit since he been on top. You feel me? And then
I'm on Twitter right now trying to find what I saw.
And then one thing, him searching gay shit about Kevin Hart on Twitter right now.
I literally just searched Kevin Hart's name. That's it.
Okay, but also, see, I forgot exactly where I was finna go. I forgot where I was finna go.
Can I jump in there?
Yeah, go ahead, jump in.
Because for me, I necessarily did not see the comments where he was saying that Kevin Hart wasn't funny, but I definitely saw where he was saying that Kevin Hart was a plant and that he didn't see there was no underground show for him. And he tried to explain this thing about a timeline where he was like in LA. So how could he be on the East Coast? And what else? And then about selling out stadiums, which we know Kevin Hart actually sold out stadiums. Kevin Hart is pretty funny.
That's what I'm saying.
But as far,
No, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin Hart is pretty funny. Okay, send it to the group then. Kevin Hart is pretty funny, and we even had one time we had the not anime court, but I guess Emmy court where we were talking about Kevin Hart, Katt Williams, and one of the arguments I had for Kevin Hart is that he is literally the top comedian at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like he has the number one spot. But as far as not being able to see his past, I would very much so we want to see like a tape because I haven't been able to find it. Because somebody can be great and still be injury playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? People can believe in you and probably the funds for it. But he's still, at the end of the day, he's great.
But, I mean, and at the end of the day, he's great. But also, and that's where I wanted. This is where I wanted to get to. This is where
shit.
Yeah. The receipts are receding.
God damn. Damn. Where's Carla at?
Bro, I'm trying to make a point, dog. What I was finna say is one thing people. No, I don't want to change my statement because at the end of the day, you brought up something that Shaq did himself that wasn't on the script. Kevin Hart did hold on. Kevin Hart did a little peck with The Rock, but he was already a top comedian, so that doesn't apply. And again, where you talk about Anthony
Oh,
Anderson.
so I was right about the peg too.
And Anthony Anderson and alluding. Again, this is when they were both before they were both known. So again, none of this, nothing that I see here contributed to his success today.
Carlo, I got a question. You discredit one of the things because he was already big, and then discredit another one because he wasn't big yet. So which one is it?
They both can apply.
That,
they both can apply. They both can apply.
If you say one doesn't apply because he's already big,
because the argument was he was doing stuff to be successful, and that's why he is where he is right now.
So when does it apply?
Those pictures with The Rock, he was already where he is right now. Those pictures before The Rock, it was that did not put Kevin Hart on the map. Nobody saw the movie with Anthony Anderson and was like, oh shit, this man has talent.
Carlos, because you didn't say that, you gonna speak for everybody?
Yes, I'm gonna speak for everybody.
That's crazy.
But I feel like wait. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm just trying to clear this up for myself. Did Katt Williams say? I don't think that he was saying like where Kevin Hart is at right now. I think he was talking about like he didn't want to do those roles because of that.
Yeah, that
was the point.
That's what the original statement was.
He said, "I just didn't want to do it because those gay or having to be a girl." He didn't want to do that.
Again, I feel like my point stands, and I'm gonna continue because we getting on that if Kevin Hart is gay or if he's not gay, which is not. It's not.
No, we didn't
nobody
topic. Again, y'all keep interrupting me. Damn! Shut up!
Everybody shut up. Say that.
Nobody said that.
We gotta clear it up.
All right,
it's
bro.
not no shut up. We're going on there. We gotta clear
it up.
Okay.
My final question: is there anything else y'all want to say about the Katt Williams interview?
Hope he stays alive. When people start exposing too much about the things that are not supposed to be said out loud.
Oh, that nigga's dead. It's over with.
I was like, people all of a sudden Katt Williams has AIDS, and he said this because he was on his deathbed and wanted to get off, or all of a sudden Katt Williams is this, Katt Williams is that. All of a sudden Katt Williams got cancer. He don't got a lot. He don't got much. You know what I'm saying? I hope it doesn't turn into that. I think what needs to happen out of this is kind of like how they started doing those versus battles during quarantine. I think people just need to show that they're funny now.
Because wait, didn't he call out Kevin? He called out Kevin Hart, right?
He called out anybody. He said any comedian, pretty much.
For $1 million, I think.
Yeah, and I think that's what really needs to happen. Well, I think it needs to happen.
If you feel like he said he called you out and you feel like you're actually funny in it, prove it.
Because
I definitely want to see the Kevin Hart versus Katt Williams, which I know that's going to be very entertaining for us.
Yeah,
but
I feel like
if they go against each other, Kevin Hart's clearing that, man. He's clearing that, man. Because we're saying we're talking about the same Katt Williams, right? We're talking about the same Katt Williams. So the level he is at now, he is nowhere near as funny as Kevin Hart. If it's going to be a good matchup, you need to do a Katt Williams versus a Mike Epps or a Katt Williams versus a Michael Blackson.
Yeah, I have something to say to that, though.
Katt Williams needs to prove that, because even none of the specials that Katt Williams has done in recent years has done anywhere near Kevin Hart's recent specials or any of his biggest specials. And Kevin Hart's biggest specials skyrocket kick Katt Williams specials off the mark.
That's facts.
Can we make a point on that though? Can we just be like, look objectively and realize something here? Katt Williams is black people famous. Kevin Hart appeals to white people too.
And everybody and kids.
Isn't that the goal to appeal to
facts?
everybody?
It is.
That's fine, but that doesn't make you funnier.
So again, that's what I'm saying. If it's a head-to-head battle, it's not just going to be in front of black people. It's going to be in front of everybody.
That's fine.
Okay,
that's what me and
remember,
when
Kevin Hart's first special, he was black people famous. The first special he had that skyrocketed, he was black people famous. He was not white people famous. He just got white people famous damn near 3 years ago.
That's false.
3 years. That's not false.
Like, that's recent that he's been focused on like those more general jokes. But this is where I feel like the key essence is. Because we're talking about the greatest versus a versus. A versus is punch for punch. Your best versus my best. When we're looking at comedians like Katt Williams or like even Dave Chappelle, the nature of their jokes, the way they build it to come at you, like on the stage on the versus, I fuck with Kevin Hart. His jokes are funnier on a general for kids, for adults, for black, white, all of that. Because we know what the nature of Dave Chappelle is or Katt Williams. Those people don't care about offending maybe a certain group, but that's the point. That's what they have. That's the kind of weapon that they come with. Like they're really good at picking at you. So I feel like on the stage, it's not gonna be as easy as you think. Nah.
I think it's gonna be easy because what y'all keep trying to do, y'all keep trying to minimize the audience into a certain type of audience, but y'all keep admitting that Kevin Hart has that overall audience.
Yes.
And so if it's a battle head to head, it's not going to be minimized to a certain demographic of people that think one way or is looking for one type of comedy. It's going to be, the demographic is going to be an overall audience that appeal to all types of comedy, whether that be light, dark.
That's what I was about to get at. I wanted to make an analogy too.
Can I make an analogy? The ability, comedy is a genre like music is a genre, right? Drake makes better music than J. Cole. But when it comes to spitting bars, J. Cole is better.
Wait.
Who's winning a versus?
Wait.
Winning a versus? No. Who's winning a versus?
So that's different. The issue is
not different. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about versus.
Listen. Wait, I'm not done.
Go ahead.
Music. If they have to go bar for bar, literally, if they have to freestyle against each other, they literally just freestyling against each other. J. Cole is going to eat Drake up.
But what is it? We're talking about a versus.
You're not listening.
We're talking about a versus. You're still picking out
you're still not listening.
Okay,
you're still not listening.
Go ahead.
You're talking. You're not listening.
I've been listening to you. Your points
I'm
don't
not
make sense.
done. You don't let me finish. You cut me off before I can finish.
Keep going.
In a versus, like in music, they play song for song. In comedy, it's not gonna be comedy special for comedy special. You're gonna spit a bar like in rap, like Eminem, like Eminem 8 Mile. I'm gonna spit my verse. You gonna spit your verse back. Katt Williams gonna tell a joke, and Kev's gonna have to tell a joke back. Katt is gonna kill that man.
He's not. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Can I make an analogy now that Kenny's done? Please?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Because I think the difference that Kenny was trying to point is that it's not going to be a versus battle like song for songs where you're perform maybe jokes and everything. It's me versus you. Like this is a personal beef. So I'm going to make jokes about you. You're going to make jokes about me.
So basically I'm talking about this a Nick Cannon pick up and kill it.
Not Nick Cannon pick up and kill it. It's a versus. Joke for joke, bar for bar. That's different. It's not rappers.
Okay, give me an example. I need an example of what possible joke y'all think they would say.
Can I finish what I'm saying? Then you'll get it.
I'll get the joke after you're done?
No, you'll get the explanation. There's no joke.
I asked for the joke, though.
I don't have a joke. I'm not a comedian. I'm a podcast. Bet.
Keep going.
So, like, if you have Katt Williams versus Kevin Hart, it's not going to be a versus, for example, where Drake comes and picks up the songs that he's played his whole life.
That's what I'm
more
saying.
Similar. Yeah. It's more similar to where I have bars for you to degrade you, to bring you down and like tear you down or whatnot. And that fits more Katt Williams' style to Kevin Hart, like you said, who appeals to everybody. Everybody being kids, being women, you're not offending nobody.
Think about Wild 'N Out. They come on the stage and they have to share a stage and do jokes. It's not gonna be like, look at my special, look how good my special did versus how your special did. That's not how they doing it.
And I'm glad you brought up Wild 'N Out. Because one thing, and let me start this off. One thing that Katt Williams said in the interviews, he said he's never seen what's the name? Kevin Hart do underground shows. There's a bunch of pictures, videos, and even before his documentaries of Kevin Hart doing underground shows. So that narrative needs to be put in the bed like ASAP. But hold on. Can I finish? Like y'all asked me. Thank you. But you've never seen Katt Williams in a serious roast battle with anybody. I've seen Kevin Hart do roast specials. I've seen Kevin Hart do roast battles. Biggest pops on Wild and Out. Go ahead, Kenny. It's your turn.
This man roasted a woman so bad she tried to get her husband to kill him.
Okay, that was in an interview. I'm talking about actual roast specials. How many roast specials have you done?
Like you said, he's been on Wild Now too.
He's also been on Wild
I was about to get to that. Out of biggest pops, the biggest pop that Katt Williams has had in recent Wild and Out history was what he said against Michael Blackson, which wasn't funny. He was just being mean as fuck, and everybody thought it was funny. That's the biggest pop he got. And when he was actually constantly on Wild and Out, he was nowhere near as funny as when Kevin Hart was coming on Wild and Out.
But okay, can I add something to that?
And you're talking, and Kenny's looking at me. You're talking to a man, and he knows this more than anybody. And Bamba knows this more than anybody. When I'm not watching the show, I have one thing constantly playing on YouTube, and that's Wild and Out.
Our little Katt Williams never got a buzzer. That man was literally instant dings every time.
That man never got a buzzer in the old days. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Can I say this though?
That's a lie.
Can I say this though? Wild and Out, like you said, the difference I feel like between Katt Williams and Kevin Hart is that Katt Williams, he said it. He was trying to help Nick Cannon put it on the map. So he needs that comedian to step that up. And it's thanks to him that Wild and Out changed maybe to the format that Kevin Hart is funny. We're still not taking that off. But it's just like, hey, this is Kevin Hart. As soon as he pops up, sometimes he said, nigga, you short. And it's funny just because it's Kevin Hart.
And see, my point is, y'all were saying that Kevin Hart wouldn't be able to roast Katt Williams. I promise you that is not. I've seen Kevin Hart roast.
We never said that.
Y'all literally said, as far as going at you, Katt Williams is at another level. So you don't think you basically you're saying word for word, bar for bar, that he's outdoing Kevin.
Yes.
Promise you. And y'all didn't and during y'all argument, y'all basically all y'all said was he appeals to overall audience. He doesn't have jokes like that. But he has roasted people. He's been on many roast specials. He roasts people online all the time. He roasts people in shows. Like I don't know what
we hear all of that, but did you hear what we said though?
I heard
nature of the jokes.
I heard everything you said.
Both Katt Williams, Eddie Griffin, what's his name? Dave Chappelle. Those people offend people. The nature of their joke, people be mad, like real life mad. You saw a nigga hop on stage try to stab Jay Chappelle. They have to break both of his arms. Why? Because he gets at people like that. Now imagine somebody that's able to do that to his audience when his whole purpose is to go at you and tear you down, and he has such animosity. And already right now, you're talking about popularity. After this interview, who are people signing up with? Because like Kenny said, the internet is buzzing with evidence. Meaning people are siding with Katt Williams and being like, oh wow, I didn't expect this from you, Kevin. We didn't expect this from you.
Yeah, me is turning against Kevin Hart right now too.
And two, I don't want to forget this too, because you asked us to bring you receipt. We brought your receipt. You said that you saw Kevin Hart at the Underground. I also would like to see that.
Okay,
I still couldn't find it.
I got you as soon as the show over.
Yeah.
Actually, y'all got any last segments?
I just gotta say, neither me and Bomba we're not saying Kevin Hart's not funny.
We're not gonna say
him. I didn't say you didn't say that.
I literally compared this man to Drake. I gave this man a Drake comparison. I just said Katt Williams in this scenario is J. Cole. Yes, Kevin Hart has better specials. Yes, the specials are great. Katt Williams also has good specials. Yes, he has. I like American. It's like American Hustle, something like that. That's my favorite. That's my favorite special. Like top 3 of all time. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is, Katt Williams has better specials, but when it comes down to being that raw funny, being raw on the mic like a freestyle, like spitting freestyle, I'm giving it to Katt. Like J. Cole without freestyle Drake.
So the last thing I'm gonna say then is that y'all who's one person y'all compared Katt Williams to?
Other than J. Cole?
Y'all, in terms of his style of comedy, y'all compared him to Dave Chappelle, right?
It's not exactly Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna say Eddie Griffin.
I've never watched Eddie Griffin. I've never watched him.
I used to watch Eddie Griffin a lot.
But one of the names y'all said was Dave Chappelle, right?
Uh-huh.
Dave Chappelle's last special went crazy, didn't it?
Okay.
Katt Williams didn't.
Okay. What are you saying now? Katt Williams was blackballed by Hollywood. What's up? How he's gonna blow up?
Okay, I'm not doing this blackball thing.
No, literally, that's a fact. You can't ignore that.
How was he
That's
blackballed?
literally what he just spit on the interview. He just told you what happened.
Yeah, I know he got his joke stolen and stuff like that, but how'd he get blackballed?
Because he wouldn't put on the dress.
Hollywood
he wouldn't do gay scenes. Yeah,
they literally tried to get his.
That's what he talked about. I'm not putting the dress on.
Was he not going back and forth to jail? Does not affect movie roles? Does not affect specials?
That affects
Does
movie
not
roles,
affect your money?
For example, we all believe that he was an alcoholic. From what he says he wasn't. We all believe that he was on drugs. From what he said, that was just.
And that's another point I was going to bring up. Katt Williams said a lot of things that is believable, no doubt, receipts there, all that. But there's also a lot of people on their side that's saying Katt Williams was on drugs. That Katt Williams was an alcoholic.
Wait.
Felonies, no convictions.
Let him finish.
19 felonies, no convictions. During that time of the 19, you think it was just because he got blackballed? If he did get blackballed, it was just because he wouldn't wear a dress? Do we not? He literally in and out of. He didn't say jail and prison or two anything. So in and out of jail, 19 felonies, no convictions, right? Going one of his biggest viral moments isn't any type of one of his biggest viral moments isn't any type of joke or comedy special. The funny thing is, one of his biggest viral moments is him getting beat up by an elementary schooler. You don't think he made decisions that people didn't want to offer him certain roles, certain specials, and you also got to remember. You know, I'm done. That's the only point I had.
Can I answer? You want to answer what you were saying?
I just want to say this one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
If there is a man that is so funny, right? A man that is so funny that can't get roles, and he's exposing Hollywood. This isn't the first time he's done this. He exposes Hollywood. He exposes the things how they try to emasculate Black comedians, make them wear dress, make them do homosexual scenes, even if they aren't gay themselves. They try to do what he calls sacrifices for the Illuminati, and he goes and exposes them. What do you think the response is? That man's crazy. That man's on drugs. These are the typical responses that people used to discredit somebody who's telling what may be the truth. You can't listen to him. He's a drug addict. You can't listen to him. He's crazy. He's this, he's that.
So none of the trouble he got in affected anything. You're just saying because he was saying, and which again, you gotta think. They are comedians. They done said controversial things about the industry in their shows. This is the first time he's done it on this type of scale and this level, and is going this viral. So I don't think anything he said in the past, maybe he got blackballed from not wearing a dress. Maybe. There's a lot of people that haven't worn a dress that are extremely successful. There's a lot of people that I'm saying for y'all to, again, all the bad decisions he made, y'all have not said any type of word about that if that could affect him or not. Y'all are just saying it's the fact that he didn't wear a dress.
That was him responding. Let me jump in. Because this is my response. Katt Williams was popular around the time that Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey, and those people were popular, right? Now, when you look
I would put Steve Harvey in there. Steve Harvey's before Katt Williams' time. But as a comedian, at least.
He still had that influence at the time. I'm just trying to picture a timeline. You see what I'm saying? Kings of the comedy time, basically. Let's put it there. That's when he had the most success. Not most success, but right after that, he really had a stretch of success, I would say, for real. Then there were incidences where he had movie roles that he did a really good job with that were iconic, and you got to give it to him. What he was saying about the dress, I feel like has to do with the movies that he didn't want to take part in. And the other thing that he was speaking about was the struggle that you had to face as a single comedian when all of these comedians was fighting not just you, but maybe because he spoke up against something that we got to talk about, which was colorism. They hated Bernie Mac because he was Black, because he was dark skinned. They all said that they felt like he was funnier. So he saw that, hated him for that. Okay, they clearly don't want to mess with you because maybe you're standing up or you're going against what they're going. Because from what he said, they were against Bernie Mac. There used to be some activities that he didn't want to take part in that they were taking part in at parties. So for him, when he's saying, I don't want to fuck with y'all, they do this and they're doing this to Bernie Mac. You cannot like that guy. You feel me? So I feel like what he was trying to say is, one, yes, there were opportunities that I turned down, but there was also opportunities that were taken away from me because of these comedians. Jokes were stolen, opportunities were stolen. So he didn't get to do certain things. Now, yes, after I believe that, because from what he's saying, this is what he's trying to explain. Shit went south in my life. I lost a lot of stuff and stuff. But the reason why it went south is because these niggas drove me out. Hollywood drove me out. That I started speaking, that I didn't want to go with certain things. And like Kenny said, he literally was mentioning the Illuminati, like certain activities that they were taking part in that I didn't want to do, because he started talking about devils and the good side. That's what we can take it as. So for him, it's like, okay, at this point, when I started falling down this path, there was rumors of drugs. They tried to take his kids away, which was something that was actually documented, which I saw. He had 7 adopted kids. They tried to take him away. So for him, he was fighting, and that was something that was popular. Then there was a situation with the kid beating him up after he came out of jail. And of course, that's going to blow up because this is a comedian that we used to respect. Now look at him. And that's what Hollywood wanted. And he's trying to tell you right now that, yes, shit did go south, but not all of it is my fault. There's a reason why it happened. And there's a reason why something more is going to happen. That's what I heard when I listened to the interview.
He said 19 felonies, no convictions, right?
That's, yeah. He's literally kept telling people.
Also said that he'd been to jail 30 times.
But never been convicted, meaning he's being accused. Somebody's trying to accuse him of a lot of stuff, but when it comes down to actually going to jail and proving that he did it, there's no proof. There's no way you go to jail that many times. There's no way you go to court for crimes that many times and not get caught with anything if you actually are doing it.
A lot of these are bond and bailout because he has money. I'm just reading them.
No, bond and bailout is different. That you still go to court to go. So just because you bail out doesn't mean once you go to court, you could still go to jail.
All I'm saying, this is a lot of proof that he did all this, and this is arrest records. No, but that's felony. From 2006 to 2018.
For example, Carlil, I could just go ahead today and declare that you stole something from me, and then they're gonna take me in jail. But once the trial start and then they figure out that I was lying, you're not going to jail.
Yeah, so there's 2 parts to this, Carlil. You get arrested, you go to jail. And then you bail out.
Guys, I don't need a lesson. I know how it works. I'm just saying.
You said it's just bailout.
I'm just saying. So he went to jail 30 times. And what y'all saying? He went to jail 30 times
and found not guilty on all of those. Every 30 times felt not guilty.
That's a bet. If that's what y'all saying, if he possibly went 30 times and wasn't guilty of any of them.
No convictions. That's what no convictions
means. None of this
means.
Ruined his career. It was just about that. Then I can't say anything.
Carla, that's what no convictions means.
I understand. No. If he made all of these decisions, even one arrest with drugs, then y'all are saying none of this counts.
No, but he admitted to smoking marijuana though. He said he'd never been on any drugs but marijuana, and marijuana is not a drug. That's why he said
booked into jail and released that same night on a $50,000 bail.
Yeah,
yes, that's just bail.
You still have to go back to court for that charge.
The important part of the interview is that we should not just hear what he says. Everything that he says, look it up. Like he said, I had 30. I was convinced. I was like, I have 30. I was arrested 30 times, and I had no conviction on it. Let's just Google that, and I feel like that's where the proof comes, because he says on the drug charges, people keep saying that he was on drugs, but there is no way that anybody can prove it. There was no facility that he was admitted to, nobody that sold him drugs. So I feel like those things that's the research that we need.
Real quick. Do y'all know who John Gotti is?
I've heard of the name, yeah.
John Gotti was Gambino crime boss.
Yeah.
The boss of a crime family. I'm not even gonna use John Gotti. Do y'all know who Al Capone is?
Yes.
Al Capone went to court 3 separate times on, let's just say, mafia activities, racketeering, things of that nature. Wasn't convicted of anything. What he was convicting for was tax evasion.
But you know what's crazy about Al Capone? When you're a mafioso, you don't get your hands dirty. So hell yeah, I didn't do it. It's them niggas.
Oh my God.
I said what I said.
So you believe but you believe that Al Capone didn't do anything himself.
No, here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. When you're a mafioso, maybe the crimes that they arrested him for, that's why they couldn't hold him, because you don't have no proof somebody else had to do it for me. But here's the thing about Katt Williams. Here's the difference between Katt Williams and Al Capone. Al Capone is a whole enterprise, like a whole secret society type shit. And Katt Williams is Katt Williams. It's one nigga.
Regardless of who it is, all I'm saying is just because you weren't convicted doesn't mean you didn't do it, bro. That's what I'm saying.
You didn't do it 30 times and not once. I believe you didn't do it.
You believe he didn't do it? Oh my!
30 times. You got
there's
arrested 30 times. That lines up with the story. That lines up with the story of they're trying to send me to jail. Because if I'm believing that you're fighting against powerful folks,
they're trying to send him to jail.
Yes,
he's the one who. The nigga. So they told him to punch a teenager.
You know, why did the teenager attack him first, nigga?
The teenager didn't attack him first. It's documented. He punched the teenager first.
Because the teenager.
The industry told him to punch a teenager.
We're talking about drugs.
Yeah, some way somehow.
I wasn't talking about drugs. I was talking about his overall arrest record. That's why we keep saying 30.
So they arrested him for the kid?
Yes, he got arrested for that. And he had just got out of jail. Like you said, he had just got out of jail, got in a fight with a kid which he started. I don't know.
Did the kid drop the charges? That would be the reason. If the kid drops the charges, then yes, that would be why he got off.
Come on, man. Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
If the kid drops the charges, that's why he would get off. If it's documented, if there's proof that he attacked first, even if it's the kid, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. If the kid drops the charges, that's it.
None of that matters, but he punched a motherfucking kid, dog.
If the kid drops the charges, that's it. The kid and his parents. He dropped the charges.
It doesn't have the results. It just said he went to jail for it.
Let me see. I got you.
What I'm saying is, Carla, listen. If he just think about what you just read earlier about him getting caught with drugs, right? The police catch him with the drugs, and yet they still didn't have enough for a conviction. What does that sound like to you? They caught him red-handed.
I don't. Also, they literally catch crime bosses all the time red-handed. John Gotti went to court twice before he was actually convicted of what he was doing, and he was clearly doing that shit.
Kenny's a lawyer. My bet is on Kenny.
The thing is, and we're getting all law specifics here. Y'all argument is he was blackballed by the industry.
Yes.
My argument is there could have been some blackball, but there's been things that Kevin Hart has done too. Again, for example, this man Kevin Hart had a homophobic tweet that he tweeted back in 2011 and couldn't host a recent Oscars. That's fucked up. He couldn't host a Oscars, but that's also the type of level that Kevin Hart is on versus Katt Williams. Katt Williams' name wouldn't even be in a hat for an Oscars right now. And you think it's because he got blackballed by the industry?
Also,
no. You're literally talking about something the industry picks you for.
That's what I was about to say.
The industry picks who hosts the Oscars.
So Katt Williams is on the same level as Kevin Hart. Think about all the people. Think about Kevin Hart. Think about why he was picked. Think about the whole argument. Think about the level of entertainment around on the same level as Kevin Hart at that time he got picked for the Oscars. Do you believe
the whole argument?
Do you think Katt Williams is on that same level?
Carlo, that's the whole argument.
Is he on the same level as Kevin Hart?
That's the same. That's the whole
not
argument.
The same argument. You're not answering my question.
I'm about to answer it. Can I answer?
You're not about to answer. Answer it now.
Can I answer? Can I answer it?
Is he on the same level as when Kevin Hart was getting picked for the Oscars? Yes or no?
Within the industry, no. Katt Williams is not in the same level as Kevin Hart in the industry. No, he's not.
I'm talking about overall celebrity.
Here's what I'm gonna say too. Generation does matter. Generation does matter because where are niggas like Saturday Entertainment, quote unquote, that people still wanted? Where are they on the radar? Where are they?
Bro, this guy's.
You're muted, I think, Carlo.
I said Dave Chappelle started popping with Chappelle Show and in the comedy world the same time that Katt Williams was.
But was he booming like that? Was he booming like that?
Yes, he was booming. No, everybody knew who Dave Chappelle was. Dave Chappelle
is
still relevant
That's
to this
perfect.
day.
That's perfect. Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle is way funnier than Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart is way bigger than Dave Chappelle
because of the white folk.
Because of the industry.
I wouldn't say right now.
Oh my God!
In recent years, Dave Chappelle's been bigger than Kevin Hart.
No.
Bigger? Hell no! That's a bald face lie.
He
right
know
there.
that's bullshit.
To the viewers, go ahead and I'll refer you to the ME court that we had that I was just talking about. Yes, go to watch that real quick.
He knows that's bullshit. Dave Chappelle is light years funnier than Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart is way bigger than Dave Chappelle.
Light years funnier is crazy. Light years funnier is crazy.
Bro,
did you just
watch? Did you just watch the last joke that was trending of him?
Dave Chappelle doesn't even try. Listen, wait. Let me say this. Dave Chappelle doesn't even try to be funny. No acting, no animations, no pyrotechnics, no extra features, none of that.
Because he has a different style.
Just a guy sitting there smoking a cigarette, telling jokes, is killing Kevin Hart.
Because that's all his budget can afford. That's why you. That's all his budget can afford. That's why you upset.
You know why? Because the industry's not getting.
He doesn't have to do big shows, or he can't do big shows. Because Kevin Hart, the only comedian that sold out the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium.
No, you're actually right. You're actually right. Remember Dave Chappelle's money got stolen from him. The industry said, "We don't care that you made however many millions. We're gonna give you this much and say something about it if you want to." Remember that?
What
happened to Bob? I guess he lagged out.
Y'all are picking out specific moments in their times. It's okay to say that they're not as good as Kevin Hart. It's okay. It's all right because he's proven that they're not as good as him.
When has he proven that? When has he proven that?
When he sold out the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium, that's when he proven that. No comedian has ever sold out a fucking football stadium, Kenny. This man went overseas and had a sold out show in London and in their biggest arena. Come on, dog. This man been selling out arenas since 2013. Y'all are killing me, dog. You don't sell out arenas if you're not funny. I'm not about to say that. You don't sell out arenas if you don't have
Carly, we never said he wasn't funny.
Hold on. If you don't have more than one aspect in comedy, maybe that's why Katt Williams isn't as big as Kevin Hart, because he's too good at roasting people. He's too good at being all personal.
You're doing the Drake analogy.
I'm not doing the Drake analogy because I said roast for roast, he's beating Katt Williams. I don't think Katt Williams is light years ahead of him roast for roast. I think Kevin Hart's coming back because he's proven that he can roast people.
Who did he roast? Okay, when you say he's proven that he can roast people,
do you want me? I can send you all the specials. I will. When I'm looking up underground photos for Mamba, I'm gonna send you all the roasts. I remember there's a 12-minute fucking roast on YouTube where him and fucking Meek Mill going at it. Like what? Like, and that's just an example.
Meek Mill, man.
Now you talking about backstage?
That's just an example.
Not funny.
That's just an example.
Wait, you talking about?
Wait, hold on. Wait, can you pull up the roast battle between another comedian that Katt Williams did?
You said what?
The roast battle that Katt Williams did against another comedian.
Here's what I cannot pull out a roast battle that. No,
me. He had a whole one against Steve Harvey.
Okay, you said they had one.
Remember he talked about an interview, the comedy battle. It was a comedy tournament or something like that.
That was for their specials. They weren't roasting each other. They were their sets.
But that's what I was gonna say. I cannot show you where he was roasting like a roast battle. But compared to Kevin Hart, I've seen him like go at other comedians, like on some crazy shit.
At this point, we just gonna have to pull the clips for after this, and I know where.
That's fine. No clips of him talking about other comedians in his shows. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Plenty.
But yeah, because we're at this point, it's gonna be a non-disagreement.
The interview alone is a whole roast, bro. What we talking about?
Again, like I said,
I
was shocked at more times than I laughed during that interview. I'll say that. Since the interview was a whole roast, I was shocked
because it was a lot of crazy truth.
More than it was funny. Kevin Hart's whole interview with Shannon Sharpe was funnier.
So, to you, Kevin Hart is the funniest comedian of all time.
If we go funniest comedian of all time is a different argument, but do I think he's funnier than Kevin Hart? Hell yes, on every aspect.
So funnier than Katt Williams? What you meant? You think he's funnier than Katt Williams?
Yeah, on every aspect, and he's proved it.
You see how the tongue tells the truth, Kenny?
The tongue does tell the truth. Well, I'm just trying to figure out. That's why I gave the Drake comparison. The industry controls a lot of things.
Facts.
He sold out the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium. How do you think he even got access to that? What comedians don't even get access to that type of thing?
Because he was big enough to do it at that point. Like, what are you?
But
talking
how
about?
did he?
Do you ask that question like he did it as a rookie?
Listen, at what point in Kevin Hart's career made him that big?
All his do you not remember his 3 runs of the special that he had? He had Seriously Funny. He had Seriously Funny. He had Laugh at My Pain. And he had Let Me Explain. Do you know how big those made him alone? And then he went into
those pretty big, yeah.
Those are big.
And then what's the name? He had more after that weren't as big, but they were still big just based on Kevin Hart being funny. But then also that's when all the movie roles started. It's not like he was just in one movie there. He was literally on our screen 24/7.
He had movies before though.
No, he didn't. Before Seriously Funny, the only notable movie he had was
Kenny,
Scary Movie and Soul Plane. That was it. Before Seriously Funny, it was Soul Plane and Scary Movie.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
So his 30 seconds? He had 30 seconds in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
But I do think that
after he got big from his specials, a lot of people went back and said, "Oh shit, that is Kevin Hart. He wasn't 40-Year-Old Virgin."
Carlo, can I put it this way? And I think that we can agree on this. I think that when we're talking about overall success as a person, I'm definitely going to give it to Kevin Hart. Because in terms of movie roles, comedy, the sellouts, all of that, Kevin Hart got it. But Katt Williams and the Dave Chappelles, I still look at those people like that's their specialty. That's what they do. And that's like a genre to maybe. It's not a genre that's popular throughout ages and throughout races or even gender at this point because some people get offended watching it. But in terms of like attacking you and like demeaning you, that's what they do. Kevin Hart, he just does like we talked about like sound, how to be funny with sound. Like you can literally watch it with your kids and the kids are gonna be hee ha ha, but they don't get the joke. Whereas you get the joke, and that's what's funny. But with Dave Chappelle, it's a mastery, it's an art. Like I was saying, the last clip I saw of him, I literally was on the floor. And I saw it like 3 a.m. on TikTok when he was talking about Jim Carrey. That shit was brilliant. And how he ended it with talking about transgender, like, this nigga might be the best. He might be the best.
I'm saying there's people who are fun that we've already admitted are funnier than Kevin Hart who have not made it as big as him. And why? What is it?
Who's funnier than Kevin Hart that hasn't made it as big as him?
As big as him, Dave Chappelle, Bernie Mac.
Nobody.
Nobody. That doesn't count.
He died when he was old as shit. What are you talking about? Bernie Mac.
He died at 50.
That's why he was 50. He was 50-some years old. His peak of his career was already past when he was 50.
But he had already been in movies.
Kevin Hart ain't even 50 yet.
And he had a TV show.
He still wasn't as big as Kevin Hart.
That's not Kevin Hart famous. This nigga sold out a stadium.
Like,
you just said
what?
That.
You just said he sold out a whole stadium.
How many Netflix movies he got? How many specials? That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah, how many of those? How many?
Katt Williams also has 12 specials. A lot of them.
Okay. Y'all got that one, but y'all lost the rest of the argument. I just want to let y'all know that.
To you,
how did we lose that?
He said
you assess that we lost the record argument.
But guess whose segment this? Guess whose segment this is too? Mine. And this is
That's
where
fine.
This is where we
That's
ended.
Fine.
You're still debating with the viewers, my boy.
You said
what?
Exactly.
You still got to handle the viewers, my boy.
And the reason for that is why? Because of Katt Williams' interview, and now a lot of people are on Katt Williams' side. So that's the main reason. A lot of to you, Kenny, you've been said that.
That was
everybody else.
That was a statement.
Everybody else
interview in
hasn't.
itself.
Everybody
else hasn't.
Everybody. So, nobody else has said Katt Williams. Nobody else has said Katt Williams is funnier. All right, let's see. Who says Kevin Hart's funnier?
Everybody. And
exactly.
The numbers say it. The numbers say it. The numbers say it. What's the name? There is not one special that Katt Williams has that's better than Kevin Hart's. Not one.
Can we go ahead and start a petition to make this versus happen, please?
This
needs to happen.
Yeah, I need it to happen so I can shut these two up, bro. Because
this is the only way 2024 can move forward. Otherwise, we're gonna cancel it.
I just I feel like even if Katt Williams did go up there and perform and outperform Kevin Hart, Carlil's not gonna admit it. He's not going.
If he ever outperforms,
no,
Kevin
but you know
Hart,
what they need though?
it because he outperformed him, but he will
No,
never
but
do that.
they really need a vote system like the Versus, where they go on stage. We have set, number of votes. Niggas vote. That's it. That's the only way we can figure it out.
That's what I'm saying.
And then afterwards, we're gonna make it a thing where we have regular Versus. We need that.
If Katt Williams was really who he said he was, he would be successful and more. And
all I'm saying is that he said he has $1 million cash. He's waiting for Kevin Hart. So if that doesn't happen,
just like he got $1 billion, just like he read those 3,000 books.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be like, oh, the contracts weren't right. Something's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, fuck a comedy.
Think about it. Kevin Hart has nothing but there's no winning in this if he battles Katt Williams. If he loses, you feel me? He loses and it ruins his career. If he wins, it adds nothing. He has nothing to gain from this.
Ooh,
Kevin Hart. So it's like, why would he?
He has a point to prove. Because a lot of things were said, and if it's not true, if it's not true, you do need, even if you do not go and have the battle, you still do need to come out, speak.
He's not going to do it. Kevin Hart's not going to do it.
The thing is, people think he has a point to prove. He really doesn't. He's probably thinking in the same mindset I'm thinking of. You're not on my level. You've never been on my level. The last time you were on my level, I did Soul Plane.
The issue is nobody's ever been on Kevin Hart's level. He's not the funniest.
What you mean? Nobody has ever done what Kevin Hart's done? What about Chris Rock?
So you said nobody other comedian sold out Eagle Stadium. You said that.
Yeah, no other comedian sold out Eagle Stadium. But
Chris Rock.
As far as achievements, y'all don't believe Chris Rock has reached that?
And I'm glad you said Chris Rock because what Chris Rock is known to be. Hey, cool. Hey, white people pleaser. I don't want to hear that shit. Katt Williams was right.
He is known for that.
Katt Williams was right. Slap that nigga again.
He is known for that. He also wore the dress.
Katt Williams ain't never told no lie.
We can't hear you.
Can y'all expand y'all's thinking from black people from 1 second, bro? Like y'all just figured that out a year ago by seeing receipts and stuff like that. Like, bro, are y'all really gonna discredit? And again, yes, Kevin Hart has sold out major arenas and stadiums. I said that. But people that have been that they haven't reached that success, close to reaching that success, you gonna sit here and say Chris Rock hasn't done that? You literally gonna say that?
I don't think Chris
Rock. Because he's a coon. This is what I'm gonna say.
Because he's a coon.
No, I don't think Chris Rock is that funny for real.
That's what I'm gonna say. No, here's the thing. Chris Rock has the success. Give me your top 5 comedian. Give me a top 5 comedian.
I'm going Kevin Hart. I'm going Chris Rock. I'm going Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle. Well, you gonna stop laughing like a little girl, or you gonna tell me what you need?
Oh boy, because you just said some crazy ass shit. That's why. That's funny.
How is he not a top comedian if his success is overwhelmingly more than
number 2? Hell no.
Give me a top 5. Give me a top 5.
Chris Rock. One thing I'll tell you for sure.
Give me a top 5. Give me a top 5.
Let me give him my top 5. Let me give him my top 5. Number 1, you got Dave Chappelle. Number 2, you got Kevin Hart. I recently started watching Bernie Mac. I love him. I'm gonna put him at 3.
I have Bernie Mac too, so okay.
I got Bernie Mac at 3. I got Eddie Griffin at 4, one of my favorites, and then I got Steve Harvey.
So are you on your favorite comedians or your top comedians?
That's my favorite. That's the top. I feel like if we're talking about funniest, that's the top comedian.
And you got Eddie Griffin up there.
Funniest. You said funniest? Because here's the thing, Carlo. Funniest, I got to go off what I sell. Some comedians I've never seen. I've never watched Eddie the Entertainer. I've actually watched Eddie the Entertainer.
So you judge me for saying Chris Rock, but I can't judge you for saying Eddie Griffin.
No, Eddie Griffin is funnier than Chris Rock. Chris Rock is not funny at all.
And Chris Rock is funnier than Eddie Griffin.
You're talking. So you made the point as to Katt Williams, the last special. What was Chris Rock's last special about? The funniest bit was about him getting smacked.
About him getting smacked, which was funny as shit.
Which was 5 minutes of 45 to 50 minutes. Even his whole crowd was like, and then we get to the you getting smacked, and it's funny. And he was like, "Oh no," because he smacked
So
me. He's a bitch. That's what made us laugh because he said "bitch." That's the only reason.
Overall, comparing specials, movie, and everything, you're saying Eddie Griffin is funnier than Chris Rock.
You
That's what
asked me funniest. You didn't ask me overall movie. You
I
said
asked you who you thought the top 5 funniest was.
You said give me your top 5, and if I'm giving you my top 5, I'm ranking it by funniest. That's
Okay.
the thing. Now, if you're talking about success, I don't think Chris Rock is in the top 5 either. Because if you're success, I gotta sit down and watch everything. But I can tell you for guarantee, you got number 1, you got Katt Williams. 2, Steve Harvey is still right there. Chris Rock is not funnier than Bernie Mac. What are we on about? He's not even funnier than these young kids that we're talking about, like 85.
Chris Rock's not funny.
Any day with Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock is not funnier than
he's not funny.
Eddie Murphy.
Like, come on.
Chris Rock's not funnier. He's not funnier than DC.
He's
DC got Chris Rock.
Chris Tucker is funnier than that nigga.
Chris Tucker is funnier than him.
What are we on here?
And again, I understand y'all personal biases and y'all personal feelings.
It's no bias.
But as far as hold on, Kenny. As far as success, you said Chris Rock isn't even in top 5.
I said funny.
Now I'm talking to Bomba.
It's very easy to figure all this shit out.
I don't even have Chris Rock in my top 10. I don't think. I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's y'all's personal funny list. Okay.
You asked us.
I didn't say there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not even on y'all's personal list. The fact that I can't say anything about y'all list, but as soon as I put Chris Rock in my list, is blasphemy. So
okay, because
before I asked y'all, Bomba asked me. So it's kind of crazy that I got judged, but I'm not allowed to judge y'all. So that's one thing. But as far as top 5 successes, this man said that Chris Rock isn't top 5 as far as successful comedians.
And I stand by it. Can I give you my list now?
The numbers prove it. Top 5 successful.
No, can I give you my list? Can I give you my list? Please. Can I?
Wait, how are we measuring success though?
No, wait, because he's talking about movies, success overall, like we movie specials and all of that. I got you. Say less. I'm looking at Google right now, and I'm going to give you my list based off what Google says is the top most successful comedians. This is my top 5, Kenny. Back me up. At number 5, I got Jane Leno. At number 4, I got Bill Cosby. At number 3, I got David Letterman. At number 2, I got Kevin Hart. And at number 1, I got Ellen DeGeneres. That's my list. And even if you want, I can go all the way to top 25. Chris Rock is not on that.
So those are the top 5 successful comedians of all time.
Yes,
for sure.
As you said, we're going off of success. We're not going off of funny.
For sure,
that would be my top 5 for that.
You got that,
and that's the top 5 with Google as well.
You got that. 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 You got that.
Hey, less.
This man's not successful at all. Crazy.
He's ass. He's the same thing as top 5. You know his movie called Top 5, where he was in the shit.
Ass.
That's how ass
that movie is ass.
That's how
Have
ass.
You seen Top 5?
I've seen that shit. Terrible.
When I was with my ex-girlfriend back in like 20. I don't know. We went to go see the movie. That movie is terrible. I left the movie angry.
I have no idea what y'all talking about. But it's 10:43.
It's a movie called Top 5, and it's terrible.
It's 10:43 where I am, y'all. I'm sick and I need to go to bed. I can't wait to have media entertainment again, because guess what we gonna do? Kenny's favorite segment that he's done 5 times, picking up the pieces. Because we picking this back up, because there's absolutely no way y'all said the blasphemy that y'all said today. I can't. Y'all gang up on me a lot about certain shit, but today has been the most blasphemous I've ever seen. So
I know you're a Chris Rock fan, bro. I didn't know this about you.
I'm not a Chris Rock fan. The thing is, but I do think he is funny. The reason I'm not a Chris Rock fan is because he's been acting like a whole ass nigga the past 2 years. But I'm not going to let recency bias fuck up my mind of the accomplishments I've seen this man and the times he's made me laugh in either specials or movies. So
what are your favorite? I don't know. This is like because I'm just curious. What are your favorite Chris Rock movies? I need to see them. Give
me a second.
Also, while you're looking at the movies, I just want to make a disclaimer. I've been in the U.S. since 2014. My dad used to watch Chris Rock when I was back home. Chris Rock, maybe around 2010. There was funny movies that I fuck with. Ever since I've been in the U.S., that was in 2014. I have not watched a Chris Rock special, and when a ha 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 ha, I might hit you with a That's not funny.
That's the thing. I've never laughed. So in recency within like my grown years, I've never laughed at anything that's come out of Chris Rock's mouth ever.
So
that's why it's hard for me to understand.
I'm going both of the grown-ups movies. I'm going Death at a Funeral. I'm going any what's the name? I'm going Longest Yard.
Okay, Longest Yard, that's a good one. Longest Yard is a good one. Death at a Funeral and Longest Yard are good ones.
What's the name? You're not giving him neither of the grown-ups. Or you've never seen the grown-ups.
I've seen both of them multiple times. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna give it to him. I can't. It's cool, but it's not like how like I'm gonna like. It's not gonna make me like externally laugh. It's not gonna do it. It's like a LOL or HAHA. It's not an element. It's not no LMAO. It's not no LMFAO. You feel me?
That's the thing. It's like we never gonna come to an agreement because we have two different mindsets, and it's okay. But one thing that y'all are definitively wrong about is that Katt Williams is beating Kevin Hart in any capacity. I don't care if it's overall, bar for bar, specials, movies, in any capacity that y'all said. That's kind of crazy. But
overall,
again,
Kevin Hart. Battle, Katt Williams.
Katt Williams is not touching Kevin Hart in any category of mine.
Guy.
But this has been the media and entertainment segment. This is not what I had planned, or let me say, this did not go how I planned it. I didn't even get to ask all the Katt Williams interview questions, but this is a great place to stop because if I go any longer, I'm gonna be editing for 2 days straight. So I'm gonna just leave it at this. It is 2024. It is season 4. We have aspirations to be bigger and better and provide better and more consistent content. And make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn your notification bells on, make sure you share with your friends because what we do is pretty dope. We probably not as popular as some podcasts because we not in person. I'm sorry, we live in 3 different states.
We're literally
we doing the best we can. All right, but we got some dope content. This is a dope show, and I think a lot of y'all will mess with us, and we gonna mess with y'all. But this has been the first media and entertainment segment of the Same Convo season 4. We hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure you comment down below your thoughts, who you think the best of who you think the best comedians is.
Spam Katt Williams is funnier.
Kevin Hart's funnier than Katt Williams.
This nigga had a hairball.
But yeah, I've been around too many cats. But last but not least, I'm gonna stop dragging this on too long. There's one person that you should share it with. Do not let her near that nigga down there, please. Share this with your grandma, and we out of here.